All right, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, we want to give all honor and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rokah Kodash. We also want to give double honor to our apostles of Great Millstone, rule well. We want to say peace and blessings, salutations to the hopefully elect. I'm Zahab, and to my left. All right, and today we're going to go into a topic, by him all things consist. Because what you're going to find out is that the Most High created existence. The Most High is responsible for existence. And that's something that Esau can't put his hand around, man. He can't grasp it and put it in a box. All right, and I believe a lot of scientists were commissioned to understand the Most High. Like Einstein had the equation E equals mc squared. That's energy equals mass times the speed of light to the second power, but that's motion. You see, they were trying to understand a continuation. What was causing what's causing time? They were understanding time, all right, and why you can't reverse time, but it only goes forward. Your aging process, all right. The cycles of the world, the cycles of existence. What's causing the play button on existence? Who's in charge of the play button on existence, man? See, Christianity puts the Most High in a box, man. And they put the Most High in a box. Then Esau allows himself to create his own explanation for existence. But the Most High himself, who you read about, created existence.
I got a quick one for you, bro.
All right, go ahead.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 11, verse 33. Oh, the depth of the riches, both of the wisdom and knowledge of the Most High. How unsearchable are his judgments and his ways past finding out.
Even to this day, 2018, September 20th, 2018, his ways are still past finding out. Even to the elite Edomites, man. All right, you're the little ant in the ant bed, attempting to understand the world around you, and you're peeking outside of that ant bed. All right.
For who have known the mind of the Lord, or who have been his counsel, or who have first given to him, and it shall be recompense unto him again. For of him, and through him, and to him are all things, to whom be glory forever. Amen.
So, hey, that's the Most High. He did that through Yahweh Shai. Because you're going to realize that you're going to find out that the Most High created Yahweh Shai, and Yahweh Shai created everything else. Okay? Was there any more to that? All right, Wisdom of Solomon 12, you were talking about that? All right. The Most High created existence, man. All right, this is a powerful power. All right. A lot of people are atheists, all right, because they can't figure out the Most High. They figured that a big consequence called the Big Bang Theory created this systematic force, man. All right.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 12 and 1. It says, for thine incorruptible spirit is in all things.
Hey, Yahweh Shai said his incorruptible spirit is in all things. Hey, Shalom, brother Yahweh Shai Brakatah.
Hey, Shalom.
All right, his incorruptible spirit is in all things. Esau has something called animism, showing you that everything that you see has a life force in it. Plants, of course, animals, because animism goes back to anime, which means living, lively. Like they say that I'm animated because when I get in the spirit, I get lively. Okay? But Esau has something called animism because everything has a spirit in them, man. All right, can you read that again?
This is Wisdom of Solomon 12 and 1. For thine incorruptible spirit is in all things.
Thine incorruptible spirit is in all things, man. All right? We are breathing. We are living the breath of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. We are sharing his force, man. We are sharing his energy, man. It's all about energy, all right? Even Lion King, they had the song, The Circle of Life. I also had that song, He Lives in Me, hey yo, Kumweo. He watches, oh. But that song's like embracing the breath of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. What does the name Yahweh mean?
He is.
He is, man. This is the breath, this is the work of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai, man. Since you're in Wisdom of Solomon, get the 13th chapter of Bakashah.
We're going to start it.
You started one.
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13, verse 1. Surely vain are all men by nature, who are ignorant of the Most High, and could not out of the good things that are seen know him that is, neither by considering their works did they acknowledge the workmaster.
Yep, go ahead.
But then,
yeah, they didn't acknowledge the workmaster. All right, because you're gonna see that they acknowledge, they worship the creature more than the creator. Go ahead.
But deem either fire or wind or the swift air or the circle of stars or the violent water or the lights of heaven to be the gods which govern the world.
2018, Jake is talking about the sun god Ra. All right, the sun god Ra. You know, and Jake is heavy in that spirit, man. All right, but go ahead.
And if I can say this,
yep.
You know, because we were talking about how Yahweh Shai, Salaki, how the Most High Yahweh, all right, is a king on the throne, man. You know, and what people don't understand is the sun works for him. The moon works for him. The stars work for him. All right. The wind, the air, everything works for him. All right. They're servants. All right. To Yahweh by Shema Shai, man. You know, that's why they never disobey him, man. The sun comes up, the moon comes, sun goes down, the moon come out, right on time, man. Everything, all right, is in perfect order. All right. The creation is in perfect order. All right. Under Yahweh by Shema Shai, man. You know. So people worship the creation not knowing, all right, that the creation is a servant, all right, to the Most High power, man. You gonna keep going, bro?
You know what? Yeah, go ahead, and we're gonna get a scripture to land back off what you just said.
It's Wisdom of Solomon 13:3, with whose beauty, if they being delighted, took them to be gods, let them know how much better the Lord of them is. For the first author of beauty have created them.
The first author of beauty, and that's all I wanted to get. But since you made that point, Sirach 18:3, right, you're gonna find out how powerful and magnificent Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai is, man.
All right, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 18, verse 3. It said, I started at 2. Well, I started at 1. It said, he that liveth forever have created all things in general. Yep. The Lord only is righteous, and there is none other but he. Yep. Who governed the world with the palm of his hand.
Who governed the world with the palm of his hand. I think brothers have illustrations of that, like on their profiles, man. You have a hand, an Israelite hand, basically the Most High's hand. You have the earth, all right, but not just the world as in the physical earth, but the universe, man. Existence. He governs existence with the palm of his hand. And not only that, time and the building of empires, the rising of empires and the falling of empires, all right, kingdoms, systems, algorithms of existence. All right, he governs that with the palm of his hand, man.
That's the way, like, you know, brothers edit videos, you know, and what you'll do, you'll put a picture, all right, over your video, and you can extend that picture how long you want it to be. That's how the Lord does with empires, man. You know, he extended the Greek Empire how long he wanted to be, and once that play line go past that video, when that image, all right, that image is ended, then it's on to the next one, man. That's how the Lord does with empires, man. Just showing you his power, man. The way you edit a video on your phone, that's how the Yahweh by Shema Shai edits existence, man. And it says, in all things obey his will, for he is the king of all. By his power divide holy things among them from profane.
All things obey his will. Going back to the point you made earlier, you said the circuit of the stars obey his will. And the proof on that, all right, because it tells you in Genesis that the stars are for signs. The sun, the moon is for signs. And the circuits of them, hence astrology. All right, so in order for us to know when events was going to happen, the circuits have to be ordered by the Most High to form a certain figure, all right, or formation that was going to be indicative of something that was going to be come to pass, and the Israelites had to interpret that, man. All right, but who ordered those stars at this particular time to make that formation to warn Israel, man? Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, because he governed the world by the palm of his hands, man. Okay.
Keep going, bro.
All right, I thought you were getting a scripture.
I was trying to find it all yet.
Before you get that, Colossians 1:15.
That's the one you want to do, though?
Con. It's gonna be a particular word I want you to put in. Okay. Alright? But I don't think the Most High is the author of existence. He created Yahawashi, and Yahawashi created everything else, man. And when we say everything else, we're not just talking about the physical earth world. He created existence, man. He created the universe. He created the existence of existence. He created the play button that caused everything to go in motion. Why isn't there a stop button? Why isn't there a reverse button? Everything just goes forward, man. You know, time. He created time.
Well, they say in the word, time waits for no man.
Time waits for no. Time is a spirit. Time is an energy in itself. It's an entity in itself, man. You know.
It's a book of Colossians 1:15. It said, "Who is the image of the invisible power, the firstborn of every creature?"
Yeah, it's Yahawashi.
For by him were all things created that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created by him and for him. And he is before all things, and by him all things consist.
By him all things consist, and I want you to look up that word consist. Okay? By Yahawashi, all things consist, man. Alright, because going back to the title of the lesson, the Most High created existence. He did that through his son, Yahawashi. Alright?
Alright, and the word is
Strong's G 4921. Sunistemi.
so niche to me. It says to place together, to set in the same place, to bring or band together. It says by way of presenting or introducing him to comprehend. Is this the one?
No, that was the right word to look up. Yeah, that was the right word. I was just gonna make a point. Alright, let me see. You could get the fourth one right there. No, you could get that one right there, the third one.
Okay. To put together.
Because what was it that he put together? The earth, existence, the order of things. Alright? But that word goes back to system. And that's the point that I was gonna get to. Because the Most High through Yahawashi created systems. He put algorithms in place to form existence, man. You can't explain why you can't bring back yesterday. You can't explain why certain species of birds are designed to peck wood. Or you can't explain why bears hibernate through the winter. You know, you can't explain. You can tell you, you can say how, all right, and we know why, but you really can't break it down as to the origin of it, man. Who created that order, man? All right, they don't verbalize it to their young when you turn a certain age. Hibernate is in their spirit. So who put these systems and their algorithms in their DNA, man? All right.
He said to put together by way of composition or combination.
Yep.
To teach by combining and comparing.
Yep. But ultimately, the Most High created worlds, man. He created kingdoms. Or he created continuation. All right. We are what they call, this is what you would call claymation, man. Because we dwell in houses of clay, and this is like claymation, stop motion. All right.
Like you like you age and grow with time.
Yeah.
You know.
You can't control that.
Who pushed the play button on your growth, man?
How is it that you see a niece in 2011 and she's like 3, then you turn around and see her 2018 and she grew several inches, or you see a nephew and he's like 12, then a few years later he's 18 with facial hair, got broad shoulders, voice deep. He didn't make that happen. Who triggered that? Who put these things in your DNA and your spirit to have a beginning and an end, man? And you go back to the spirit where you come back in a new carnation, a new house, and you run the same process over again, man. All right?
Yeah, cool, bro.
All right, go ahead.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 43, verse 30. It said, when ye glorify the Lord, exalt him as much as you can, for even yet will he far exceed, and when you exalt him, put forth all your strength, and be not weary, for you can never go far enough. Who have seen him that he might tell us, or who can magnify him as he is? There are yet here greater things than these, for we have seen but a few of his works. For the Lord hath made all things, and to the godly hath he given wisdom.
Yep. The Most High created all things, and to the godly have he given wisdom, man. All right.
And Apostle Paul in the spirit where he said he seen things unlawful, man. All right, which mean he couldn't even explain it, man. It was unspeakable, man. You know, like the brother said, how Christianity likes to put, you know, the Most High in the box. You know, they love to say what he would and wouldn't do, man. You know, he wouldn't do that. You know, he's not coming back in chariots, man. You know, he's not going to put these nations in captivity, man. You know, you can't put the Lord in the box, man. That's why I said who can explain the Most High as he is, man. Who can categorize the Most High, man? Because that's what Esau loves to do, try to put something in the category, man. And that's why, you know, he can't contain this truth, man. You know, because he can't categorize it, man. All right? He can't put us with, that's why he want to put that word, he like to put that word black. Yeah. Hebrew Israelites try to put, you know, the truth in the category, man. You know, but the truth is it surpasses a color, man. Yeah. You know, this is from on high, man. That's why, you know, it's continued growing and gaining momentum, man. You know, and it's not gonna be stopped until the Lord wants us out the highways, man. You know,
that's it. Revelations 4:11. Yeah. You know, we got one more scripture after this.
All right, this is the book of Revelations, chapter 4, verse 11. It said, "Thou art worthy, O Lord, to receive glory and honor and power, for thou hast created all things, and for thy pleasure they are and were created."
Hey, yeah, limitless. Yeah, but thou hast created all things, man, for thy pleasure. So we know why. The Most High did this for his entertainment. He created the passage of time and existence in this dramatization for his pleasure, man. He created death. You know what I'm saying? He created life. He created poverty. He created tsunamis. All right, he did all this for his sake. Oh, you know, go ahead.
I'm just saying, he dwells outside of what we have to go through, man. Yeah. You know, he dwells outside of this, man.
You remember when you? It's a lot, bro.
No, go ahead, bro.
You remember when you were young? You had the little crystal ball. All right, this is the Most High's little crystal ball, man. It's just his entertainment. You know.
And then you know how you say he like this is entertainment, man, because you know he set up the plot, you know, with Jacob and Esau. You know, because you know how you'll watch a movie, like a movie will start right now, you know, and then go to Edomite cop shooting Jake down, you know, or it go to Esau when you had us in slavery, man, you know, that chattel slavery, and then you know how the movie will go back to the beginning and go to the origin of two nations wrestling her womb, you know, and beautiful. So the Most High, this is entertainment. He set up all these plots. And what you see, man, World War III, it's the Lord doing that, man.
I mean, from the time of Yahushua to now, like us being blinded in referencing our heritage by a book. You know what I'm saying? Learning who we were, using a book to get your remembrance back, man. That's heavy in itself, man.
Oh, matter of fact, I'm gonna bring this out real quick. Letting you know how this is the Most High entertainment. All right, I'm gonna read down, starting Psalms 2:1. It said, "Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel against the Lord."
You can break it down.
And against his anointed, saying, you know, so the secret council, you know, starting with the elites of Esau, all right, because they're the chief of this council, man. You know, against Yahweh by Shema Shah, man, his anointed, man, which are the Israelites, man. You know, so they have taken counsel against us, man. This is what they were saying. It said, "Let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us," man. You know, because Esau wants to set up a new world order, all right, where the power of Israel doesn't exist, man. You know, he wants to try to dwell outside of the existence, you know, that the Most High created, man. You know, so he said, "Let us cast their cords and their bands from amongst us, man." All right, because one of the philosophies of Satanism, you know, is that the serpent freed Adam and Eve, you know, from the tyrant of the Most High, man. You know, but verse 4, it said, He that sitteth in the heaven shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision. You know, so the Lord is laughing like, look at my creation. Man. They got their little warships and tanks, little cute tanks. Like, it's a big chariots waiting to go, and then Esau got the drilling the aircraft. Like, we gonna fight for this one.
Little toy soldiers. Like Trump, even the conversations with Trump talking about having a space branch of the military. Ronald Reagan said, "What if we all have to come together and fight against some external force, man?" You know the Most High is laughing at that, man. You know, that's funny to us. But you know, we're gonna end it with that. That was a beautiful scripture. Oh, is there more to it?
Nah, that was it, bro.
And well, with that, you know, we hope you brothers are edified. Once again, we want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. We also want to give double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone, rule well. Peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. Shalom.
Shalom.
I think my hand is callous. There we go.